Hello, everyone. So, I changed platforms from Podbean to Spreaker. I was having a couple of issues with Podbean, so I needed to change platforms. However, my 4 episodes are still out on Spotify, so all you have to do is search up Her Story, and there should be like a little pink logo with a brown globe in it, and you will find it on Spotify. If you have trouble finding it, let me know, and I will help you out. Don't worry, I'm going to get back to the historical episodes. Right now, I am in Nashville, Tennessee, because that's where I live now. So I'm still trying to get accustomed to things here and get things together here. But don't worry, I will be back with the history episodes. But today, I wanted to talk about something that I did talk about on my Instagram late last night. I posted a video about it, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And I figured, why not put it in a podcast? Because why not? But I was on Instagram, and I follow an artist named Jaden, and he's an amazing, amazing artist. And this man can sing. Like, oh my God, he is so freaking talented. And it's always amazing what the human voice can do. But he had covered this song a couple of times before. But he covered a song by Morton. If you don't know who Morton is, go check him out. He's also an amazing artist as well. But he has a song called They Gon' Wanna Come. And Jaden did a cover of it on YouTube with sessions. And you can check it out on YouTube too. And basically, he went live on Instagram, and he pretty much talked about like the performance of the song, how that went, and the message behind the song. And the first time that I heard the song, I already had gotten what the message was, but he offered some insightful things on his Instagram live last night, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. This song is about how when you get to a level of success, whatever that may look like for you, the people who claim to be your friends and you thought were your friends but really not your friends, they want to come with you. They weren't with you through the journey, but now that you've made it to the top, they're like, oh, hey, that's my friend. Like, let me get a ride to the top too. Those kind of people. And it's so crazy to think about, because there are a lot of people who are like that. They don't want to be there with you through the journey. They don't want to go through the hard times of you getting to where you're trying to get to. But as soon as you make it, they're like, oh yeah, that's my friend, go. Like, no. Or they doubt you and say, oh, you're never going to make it. You're not going to get here. You're not going to do that. You'll never get to this point in life. And then when you get there, they're like, oh, girl, you remember I said you was going to make it, right? Remember I told you you were going to make it big? Like, no, you was doubting me 2 years ago. 2 years later, you saying that you talking about how you said I was going to make it, but you didn't. So that's what the song is about. And oftentimes we get people like that in our lives. And you can feel free to disagree with the statement however you want to disagree with it. Or you can agree with it, whichever you choose. You're entitled to your own opinions. But I've never been a fan of huge, like super large friend groups. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there are a couple people, 2 at the least, in that huge friend group who do not have good intentions at all. They are not there to bring anything positive. Like, if you really sit down and look at your friend group and think about all the things y'all have been through as friends, how long you've known each other and whatnot, and things you've experienced, you ask yourself, okay, can I really talk to this person when I need to? Or are they only there when, everything's sweet and we're going out and we're turning up and we're having a good time? And see, and I don't want people to get this confused. There is nothing wrong with going out with your friends, having a good time, turning up. Nothing wrong with that, because you're supposed to do that with your friends too. But if you can't call that friend and say, hey, I'm having a rough time right now. Like, can I just talk to you? Can I get some advice? Or can I just talk to you and you listen? If you can't do that with your friends, they're not your friends. See, friends are supposed to be there with you when it's going good and when it's going bad. Not just when it's going good. And some of us have a lot of people that sit in our face and smile and look at us on a daily basis who could care less about what we go through in life, could care less about how we get to whatever goal or dream it is we're trying to achieve. As long as we get there and they can say they came with us, that's all they care about. The people who doubt you and say, oh, you're never going to make it. You're never going to get there. You're never going to do that. Those aren't people that you want to have in your life. You always want to protect your heart, protect your mind, protect your energy, protect your joy, protect your peace. Protect you. Don't just be out here letting people walk all over your energy, walk all over your mind, walk all over your goals and dreams. No, I don't. Listen, and I'm going to say this right here and right now because I think people need to hear this too, because I think this is a cycle that has to be broken. Just because you've been friends or you've been knowing that person since y'all was in pre-K, don't mean that you can't not cut them off ever in life. No, if y'all friendship is not good, you sitting there just using you, or you see that they're doubting you every chance you get, they're not supporting you, they're always talking down on you, they want to talk behind your back, them 15 years don't mean nothing then. Because they've already made up their mind y'all friendship don't mean nothing to them. Or the only time they want to come around and call you is when everything is popping and everything is nice and sweet. No, that's not a friend that you need. I don't care how long you've known them. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And that's another thing too. Yes, we want people to support us. Yes, we want people to want to see us do good and be like, yay, I'm proud of you. Yes, we want that. But here's the reality of it. There are going to be people who aren't going to support you. There are going to be people who are going to talk nasty about you behind your back. There are going to be people who are going to have all types of things to say about you. But you know what? If you support you, you believe in you, and you have confidence in what you're doing, nobody can ever take that away from you. So whether it's you trying to start up a small business, or you're starting a podcast like me, or you're whatever it is you're trying to do, always push it, always promote it, put it out there, post it until you can't post it no more. As long as you have confidence in what you're doing, and as long as you got one or two people behind your back to support you, that's all you need. That is all you need. You don't need a million people saying, oh yeah, I support you all the time. You don't. It's nice. It's reassuring. But if you don't support you, and if you don't believe in you, you cannot expect anyone else to believe in you. And when you do make it to the top, or make it to whatever goal that is you're trying to get to, do it with grace and do it with humbleness. Because a lot of people make it to the top and forget where they came from, and they start acting like brand new people. Or they get a little bit of money in their pockets and they start walking around the world like they better than everybody else. But see, what people forget is, just as quick as you can make some money, you can lose it just as fast. You know, you get a little bit of money, so then you get those people that are like, oh girl, let's be friends, let's go out, let's hang out. And so you get you a new group of friends. But then as soon as you lose that money, or as soon as things start going south, they're like, oh, I don't know that girl, we not friends, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. You got to do everything with grace and humbleness. You always have to remain humble. And that's another thing. There are people I see do this on Instagram now. They are so quick to be like, oh, well, I got this, I got that, I can buy this, I can buy that. And then you see somebody else trying to, make their dreams a reality or work towards their goals. They're like, oh, I can't mess with this type of person. I can't do this. I can't do that. No. Why are you putting down somebody else that's starting in the same place you started 3 years ago? See, people forget that. So because you made it and you don't got to where you want to be, you just forgot where you came from. You forgot how hard it was to get there when you see somebody else trying to do the same thing. No. You can't forget. You can't just count that person out. Because everyone does not have the same life story. Everyone does not have the same lifestyle. Everyone didn't grow up in the same way. Everyone didn't grow up in the same environment. Everyone didn't grow up with the same kind of parents. See, everyone's circumstances are different. So you don't know what they may be going through. You don't know what obstacles and hurdles they have to jump through to get to where they're trying to get to. And see, a lot of people say, oh, well, you're just being sensitive. That, they just said something mean. It's not that big of a deal. But see, what people don't understand is that your words have power. Your words have power, especially if you are talking to someone who is already not feeling 100% about themselves or not feeling 100% about what they're trying to do. Your words can have power. Let me give you an example, okay? Let's say you have a 5-year-old kid. At the age of 5, you start telling that 5-year-old, you're never going to be anything. Or you start telling that 5-year-old, oh, you're just selfish. Oh, you don't matter. So guess what? If you tell them that from 5 to the age of 18, what do you think they're going to think? They're going to think that they're nothing. They're going to think that they're not going to amount to anything, and they're going to believe that they are selfish. Why? Because you've engraved it in their brain for so many years. Your words have power. Your words carry. See, one thing about a lot of people, they might not always remember everything that you did, but they will remember everything you say and everything that comes out of your mouth. That's why you have to choose your words carefully. You have to be intentional about what comes out of your mouth. Don't just be saying things to people because you upset, because you mad, or because you just think that's cool to say, or because you was playing. No. Be intentional about your words. Be intentional about your actions. If you have friends who, for the last 2 or 3 years, all they want to do is drink and party, and you're trying to get somewhere, it might be time to change that environment and change those friends. Change your circumstances. We cannot control everything, but we can control ourselves. We can control who we let into our environment. So if a person's not good for your environment, if that friend is not good for your environment, you got to remove that friend. So always remember that, and be you, and be true to you. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. Don't try to adapt your personality and who you are for somebody else. No, be you and keep going. Be consistent, be persistent, never give up. If you are religious like myself, continue to pray, continue to have faith, continue to manifest. Whatever works for you, continue to do that. Like I said in the beginning, I will get back to the history episodes. I had to change platforms. I'm still trying to get settled here in Nashville, so bear with me. Follow my Instagram at Jassy Tinsley for more updates. This episode will be up here on Spreaker, and it will be up on Spotify as well, but I will provide links to that on my Instagram, and I will still upload every Friday for y'all. I'm still going to keep Fridays as my upload days, and stay tuned for more updates, and I will see y'all next time. Oh, and if you have questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to always message me, text me, whatever, and I will answer those wholeheartedly. But until then, see y'all next week.